here, you probably watched our other top 10 college football uniform video. So if you came along to watch this one, awesome. Most of y'all are probably UT fans, or you're just a fan of college football. So we're happy to have you on board. But now we're going to talk a bit about Texas's current uniform, past uniform. Just share our thoughts on that, because we have some very strong opinions as Texas fans, as Texas students, as a Texas alum. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to have Matt lead this off, because Matt did not have Texas in his top 10 college football uniforms, and that surprised me. So I want to hear your reasoning for this.
Right. So there's a few reasons, and they're pretty common throughout the Longhorn Nation community. People are kind of frustrated. We've added a lot of weird tweaks to the uniform since really 2012 when they started happening, and namely adding the Longhorn on the chest, making the Texas font bigger. It really looks really crowded now. And I know the 150 that we had this year is going to be gone because it was just 150th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it.
But still, that Longhorn in the middle,
no,
that's a third patch. And then we have Texas, a big Texas. Like what other school has their school name that big across the chest?
Exactly.
No one.
Well, you know what?
Which I like.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm totally interrupting you. Yeah. When Texas changed from their little Texas to their big Texas on their chest, I actually like the big one better, but I really do not like the decal on the center of the chest.
Exactly.
Like
the Texas decal.
And I get it, like, because they have the Nike uniforms, and those Nike uniforms have that little square at the bottom of their where the neckline
plunges,
comes
right?
together. Yeah, they got like a little area that's perfect to put a logo on, because for whatever reason they make that fabric different. Every other team in college football seems to put their logo there, but that's because every other team in college football doesn't have, their name across their chest.
Full-on state of Texas.
When you put
chest.
both together,
exactly.
it's too much. It's like, why are you doing that?
It takes away from.
Yeah, exactly.
Texas.
I don't know. It looks like a billboard, or like a I don't know, just bad. Too many details. Like, I'm curious to hear, like, what's y'all's favorite, like, iteration
if
of
we're
the
gonna
Texas
do
football
uniform?
Because I have mine.
Minus like the alternates that everyone's asking for. If we're gonna redo the logo, the uniform, I'd personally just have your Big 12 and your Nike sign, maybe just Texas, and
definitely. Sometimes
not even just Texas, just Big 12 and Nike sign. I like that we can be identified by one color, basically,
and our helmets
too. And I don't think we need the Longhorn. We have two Longhorns on our helmets already.
We already got enough.
But a bunch of the patches are going to be gone, so I guess that's better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'd rather have a redactionist, like, just take off a lot. I just don't like the clutter that we have right now.
Yeah.
But definitely just the Big 12 and Nike. That's where I would go with right now.
If y'all had the opportunity to go back to the smaller Texas instead of the big one, would you take that?
Yeah, I would, but I really don't care that much about that. I like the Big Texas. Like, that's not my gripe. My gripe.
I think I like it more too.
I want to see it without all the clutter.
Yeah.
Then I could really judge.
If we're gonna do Big Texas, take everything else off.
Yes.
Minus the Nike and the Big.
You have to keep those.
I have no
you
problem
get things
with
we have
Big
to keep
Texas,
on.
But yeah, I agree. Like, it just made, like, I don't know. I felt like I heard that we were gonna get some new uniforms, like, in the off season before going into the season. I guess it was 2 years ago now. And I was like, oh, they're finally removing the emblem. And it's just like, no, we made it even bigger.
More obnoxious, yeah.
More crowded.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what we wanted. No.
I like what we're doing in the past, too, when we just do little small things, little small tweaks.
Yeah.
Just different logo on different like, configuration on the helmet, or just taking stuff off. I like when we just do slightly different things. I know sometimes we would change, like, the color just of burnt orange, like, just make it a little bit more deeper burnt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's more of our MO. I think we have a big part of our fan base is clamoring for like a not extreme alternate, but like something that's drastically different. Like unfortunately, but like the black uniforms, like. I think black uniforms are a little bit hit and miss to me, because if black's not in your color scheme already, it can really screw up with your brand. If you just one example is Iowa State, when they just went black and white Cyclones, and it's just like, okay, you went black and white. Like
That's not even.
That's not
Who is that
well,
out
who
there?
is it?
Texas A&M.
Yeah,
when they
it's
roll
just-
out their blacks.
It's
Yeah.
like why
Those
like we
look
just
bad.
don't throwing in black because it fits with any
Right.
other
'cause it's
color.
edgy.
Yeah, and it's just like we have black uniforms. But
Yeah.
I think you have to be really careful on how much, if you were to put black into a Texas uniform, how much black, and make sure it's not the dominant color.
Right.
That's pretty
Right.
what I would say. Or just don't even do it. Some people
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
disgusted
Stay
at the
away.
thought of even doing that.
Yeah, I'm
Which
one of
is
the.
sad.
I'm one of the disgusted.
no.
ones.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine Alabama wearing an all-black uniform,
No.
or OU, or USC, or Notre Dame. Like, it just wouldn't look good. It would look weird. It would taint
Alabama
the
actually
original
might
uniform.
not look bad in all black. That would look kind of like
black and gold.
for what?
I'm.
For Notre Dame? That'd be
That
like
would-
Army. That would
Yeah.
look like Army.
I wouldn't
Army
mind
doesn't
that.
look
Wake
bad.
though. I wouldn't
Forest.
mind
Wake
that.
Forest, yeah. I mean, that would work, I guess.
But
That
yeah.
bothers me too, though.
Another comment I want to make about the uniforms, and this is a big one for a lot of alumni and older people.
The
That-
true orange blues.
Yeah. It's the helmets, the logo on the Longhorn. Whenever they lightened it up to like the bright orange, and then like 5 years ago they had the metallic, which looked just awful.
Yeah, the metallic was disgusting,
Yeah, that was a disaster.
in my opinion. Some
Yeah.
people liked it, but
But that like super dark orange, pretty much brown,
No, that one's good.
Yeah.
the Longhorn,
That one's
and then
good.
the horns in
Now,
brown.
I heard a bit of a history about this because I knew someone for a while that was like involved in the athletic program, and I don't know if this is fully accurate, but what I heard is that back in the old days, because the TV cameras weren't as good, they would kind of blow some things out lighting wise. So UT, they would have a darker Longhorn logo on their helmet because the camera would make it look a little bit brighter, so it would make it look actually burnt orange. So that's why they always had the darker logo. And then they changed it like in the same time that they probably added that emblem. I think they went to the
Yeah, they did.
it's not even a lighter Longhorn, it's just burnt orange. It's their burnt orange color. But I agree, like for some reason the darker one just it pops more.
It's more iconic.
It just is a bit more contrast instead of much of the same.
Yeah, exactly. Because you see that Trevor made photoshopped it with Sam Ellinger in the 2005, 2009 jerseys, basically with the dark orange.
Yeah.
And you just see Vince Young wearing those, Colt McCoy, and you see Sam wearing them. When you see Sam wearing the helmets now with the bright orange, it just looks different. It's not fully Texas in my opinion. I know I'm like being really picky, but I just personally I love those dark brown. I mean, we wore them against Kansas.
Yeah.
Right.
And
with
they
the
look great.
throwbacks,
Yeah,
with the
yeah, those-
throwbacks,
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Because whenever they do those throwbacks, so it makes you wonder. It's like, well, why don't you just always do that with the dark
Yeah.
orange,
Yeah,
brown?
They're definitely
It's brown.
aware. They're definitely aware that they made it lighter, and
Yeah.
they definitely have the ability to go back. But hopefully, Chris Del Conte can, tweak it back to even more traditional.
Yeah, he's always said he's more of a guy that's not. He's against Texas having multiple, like 1,000 uniforms, which is good. We don't need any of that.
No.
Our brand sells on its own, so I don't think we have to worry about it being too new. We're just gonna get the same old tweaks and just removing a font, like bigger font sizes, or just removing end patches. I think that's probably what we're looking at for the foreseeable future with Del Conte.
Another thing that I want to bring up in regards to the uniform, specifically the home uniform, black socks, black shoes. Were y'all a fan of that? Because I was a big fan of that.
I like them. They're a little classic for me.
Yeah.
Compared to what we
because it used to be
wear.
white shoes, white socks.
Yeah.
I don't know, here's an
I
image
don't
right
like
here.
white
I just thought it
socks.
made it look flat.
I don't like white socks.
Like
either.
when they wear, of course, with the tight. We're not talking about the tight whites. Tight whites should be all white. Everyone can universally agree on that. But with their home uniforms, when they wear the black socks and black shoes, I just think it makes it pop. a little bit more.
They look more fast, I think. They look more
In black
intimidating.
shoes?
That too.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the black shoes and the big, long black socks.
Yeah, whenever it gets long,
Yeah,
like what Duvernay wears, you
Yeah.
know, when it goes all the way up to the
I said it like
knee.
white socks. I don't like. I'm thinking of like high white socks. Anything with high socks, I'm not with. I'm not with.
Yeah.
I don't like high.
If they're short black socks, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take that.
I mean, we wore the orange socks on our throwbacks, and I love the way those look with the black cleats. I like
Oh,
the
oh,
orange
I didn't
sock,
even
black
notice
cleat
that.
look.
Those,
That looked
like,
pretty
long-
good.
yeah.
And then the white sock with the black cleat. That's what I would like more than the all black.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a long,
Yeah.
I wonder
long
if the
sock.
players like wearing those though, because those are like so thick. Yeah, right here.
Are those
I'm
socks?
curious.
Or?
I don't even know what it's like. It's like a cleat, then a sock, then like this long thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, interesting.
What are your thoughts on them moving the numbers from the shoulder to like
Didn't
on,
like
on
it.
top of the shoulder?
Didn't like it.
It's just wasted.
I don't know
like-
why they
I don't
did
like
that. Why did they do that? Like it just seems so random. Like I loved when they
put
had
that
it on
right
the
here.
side.
Like no one even
Like, it's
sees
just-
them up there.
Yeah, it just I don't know. It just looks good.
It may look better on TV because just of the angle, but like I don't know.
I don't know. The
Just take
reason.
them off. Like, we don't need those.
Yeah,
Or
I've
put 'em
always,
back
I've
or
always
take
never
'em
been
off.
a
I say
big
put
fan
'em
of numbers
back.
on the side, but if you're gonna put numbers on the side, you
I
gotta
do
put
like
them on
numbers
the
on the side.
you gotta put them
better.
on the sleeve, not the shoulder.
Yeah, on the sleeve, not the shoulder. I agree. Move the numbers back. Basically, like, I don't know. My favorite Texas uniform was from the Colt McCoy era. So
Me
if you just
too, me
type
too.
in
Yeah.
Texas Colt McCoy, like, those uniforms
No,
were
those
just
are the best.
perfect.
So
Perfect.
iconic.
Perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I even like the old Big 12 logo better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's nothing
it's
wrong with
simple.
it.
It's like
And it has just enough black, like with the black socks and everything. One thing that I don't like, I love how we went back to black shoes, black socks. But
Yeah,
what
that
I
was a
don't
great
like
move.
is that our gloves are still like burnt orange and white. Like I feel like just in style in general, you always want to like compliment your accessories.
Yeah.
getting real technical here, but you always want to you want to match
Yeah.
your shoes to your watch or to your belt or anything like that. So like if you're wearing black shoes, black socks, you should have black gloves instead of burnt orange.
Do we still have
gloves.
horns right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I love that.
horns
No,
on
I love
horns
that.
on the front? Yeah.
I love that.
Just
Nothing
make it
wrong
darker.
with that.
Just make it darker.
Make
Yeah.
it darker. Change the shade. Is there anything else that we're missing here?
I mean, the icy whites we haven't even talked about
Oh
because
yeah, icy whites.
they look good all the
That's,
time.
that's my all-time.
Even with the
favorite.
clutter, they still look good.
Yeah,
but
that's
if
my
they
all-time
took away
favorite.
the clutter, it'd look even better.
What do you already said icy whites were your favorite.
That's
What
my
are your
favorite.
favorite? Texas? Or
Definitely
pretty
now
split?
the icy whites, but when they had like the 08, 05 Vince Young jerseys, when they were simplified and the dark orange, I liked the home ones with the black cleats. We're getting closer to it with the black cleats, but we're not, like you said, we're not all the way
quite
there yet. And
Yeah,
I
make some
I'm
changes.
hoping
I
Chris
will
Del
say-
Conte makes that move.
I will say in the Vince Young era, I'm a sucker for like jerseys that have like actually like they're not solid, like the holes.
The mesh.
The mesh.
The
I
mesh,
really like that. A&M did that like a few years ago, like a year ago. And I was
Like
little,
the fake mesh. Yeah, it looked
yeah,
good.
I was like, man, that's really good. I don't know, it just
It's, like,
looks old timey,
classic.
and like the jersey I own that I wear all the time is like that, and I don't know, you just know it's like from
Yeah.
like 05.
Last point we're briefly going to touch on. Do y'all like Nike as our jersey fitter, or do you
I've
rather
always
have someone else?
Nah, I've always been a Nike
Yeah.
guy.
Same.
Adidas just looks a little too. I don't know. I don't like the whole one size fits all type thing. Just stretch everyone out. Like, it's not fair.
They
there.
do that?
I'm pretty sure there's no sizes, dude.
What?
And if they are, dude, go look at an Adidas jersey, man. You could fit anyone in that. all
Yeah.
right? You know,
It'll be tight though.
It'd be tight. I'm telling you, maybe there's like two sizes. But I just don't like, and then the way they fit, like your lettering gets like bent. You know what I mean? And it's nothing like
Yeah, exactly.
symmetrical and stuff.
Yeah.
So nah. And then Under Armour is not horrible. It's not Nike. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adidas is very high school. You see a lot of high school teams
Yeah.
wearing Adidas with the Adidas right here, a really tight jersey, and then it's like a high school like team name or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, I think of a lot of Adidas. Like if you're going Adidas, you have to pull it off perfectly because it's like a little margin for error with Adidas. I think Nike just consistently has some of the better
Consistent, yeah.
jerseys.
And it just seems to match on brand.
Yeah.
Like Nike is iconic, and then Texas is iconic. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see why the two went.
Yeah,
just
and then
together.
Kevin Durant's a part of Nike. I
That
think.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like our biggest
How can we lose?
brand. So
Yeah. And then one thought that just came to mind, going back to us being like, oh, like in regards to the decal on the neck brace and not neck brace, your chest. Where is that? Oh, yeah, the chest, the upper chest. One school that has the dilemma that we have of like having, you know, a name on their chest as well as dealing with that decal is Oklahoma.
Yeah,
but Oklahoma doesn't do OU on the center of the chest.
Yeah.
They just have it. Here, let me pull it up for y'all. Or just type in.
It just
OU
says Sooners.
football. Yeah, it just says Sooners on it,
Yeah.
and they don't put anything there.
Yeah. So
And it
much
looks
better.
fine. There's
It looks
nothing
fine,
wrong with
yeah.
that.
They put OU there, which is like too much going
It
on.
looks silly.
Exactly.
So they know what's up.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll get it fixed.
I hope.
I think there's gonna be a lot of patch reduction coming soon.
It was
Honestly.
so blatant last year.
We'll lead the charge on Twitter.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for a tweet, and if you watched this video and like it and agree with our I don't know, thoughts on the uniform, please retweet it or
Yeah.
like
Spread this
let's
word.
make this a movement, you know.
Seriously.
Let's get these uniforms changed. We got a new decade that we're just rolling into, hopefully we are leaving behind hopefully our, you know, a really bad decade with a lot of losing and disappointment.
Hopefully.
With this new decade, let's go back to the 2000s decade. I mean, that was probably the best. Well, maybe the 60s, 70s were just as good, but no. 2000s were.
Those are the last
Balling.
times, good times, my friend.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's go back to the 2000s decade and have that same uniform because that was looking good.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a tweet out soon after this video comes out at Del Conte, and we're gonna tag them in it. And if you agree with the changes you want to make, go back to more simple, the jerseys we were wearing when we were winning, the uniforms, the classic Longhorns that all the other greats wore, Vince Young, Ricky, Cole, Earl. Go retweet it, tag him again. Just like get it in his face because he's good on Twitter. He'll interact with people and he'll listen to people. So hopefully, if enough people push for it, if you agree with us, then
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll definitely take it into consideration.
Absolutely.
And he loves tradition, like he always says. He doesn't want to tweak anything, no alternates. So might as well go even further backwards into more tradition, more classics. So yeah.
God, wouldn't that be crazy? If it like actually
If he
changed
listens-
and it'd be like
yeah.
it was like
These
it
guys
was
have
because of
rights.
us.
How can I not?
We're the reason. No, I'm sure a lot of people agree with this.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
have agreed with this for basically since they changed the jersey in the first place.
And we're gonna get that one guy who says, "I love the Longhorn in the middle," and I'd be like, "All right, I guess that's an
we're
opinion
keeping
Yeah.
that we respect."
Yeah.
But not
Thomas,
really.
you got any thoughts on the jerseys that we?
I kind of like the long one.
We found the guy. Found the guy.
Dang it,
Do you actually, or are you just saying that?
I think it's all right, but when I look at like the Colt McCoy uniform,
It's
that's definitely
clean.
the best.
Yeah.
It's
Black,
clean.
Black cleats, the black socks.
Yeah.
I kind of like the black high, the high black.
The high
socks.
ones?
You like
I
the
think
high
it looks
blacks?
Yeah, doesn't look bad.
good.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's definitely those are definitely the best uniforms. And when we were watching the what's the one documentary where
Oh,
was it 30 for 30?
yeah, the Trojan War.
And they were
Yeah.
showing like Texas versus USC and those uniforms too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was menacing.
Yeah.
Those are the
Exactly.
days.
Those were the days.
Yeah, let's put Sam Ellinger in the nice iconic Texas uniforms for his senior year. That'd be so cool to see. So
Let's do it.
let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Retweet us. Like, share this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
See you next
And
time.
look for it. Oh, last thing. If you liked us doing these top 10 videos or talking about something other than like football, something on the topic of football, let us know in the comments. We might do more of these top 10s
Yeah,
before
these are
spring
fun.
ball starts up.
We'll do fight songs,
Yeah.
Or
Let us know.
stadiums,
stadiums,
helmets, all that good stuff.
helmets,
Rivalries.
rivalries. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. See you guys.